Welcome, world. Welcome to another edition of the Stocks is Talking weekly wrap up with Ib and Getz. I'm your co host, Ib. Getz, what's popping with you?
What's going on?
Everything, cuz everything, man. It's been a fun week. It's been an exciting week. Ups and downs, roller coaster rides, Black Friday sales. I'm gonna call it a crypto Friday sale, but it
Yeah,
happened on a Tuesday. Man, crypto's been tanking, or it was tanking, cuz.
the whole market was tanking.
Whole market was tanking, and there was a whole lot of people out here panicking. You feel me?
Mhm.
I've been seeing statuses all over social media. Y'all told me to get into these cryptos, and now look at it. Woo woo woo. They got so much things to say, and I'm like, it's because you haven't done your due diligence. You're not new. You're new to the game. Just relax. Just be easy. These are sales. When Black Friday come around, we don't say, "Oh shit, that was $200 last week. Now it's 50. I ain't messing with it." Nah,
Right,
you go and you buy because it's a sale. And
right.
again, even gets we are not financial advisors, so I'm not telling you what to buy, what to do. We just love talk investments. Always do your due diligence. Always be cautious in the market and trade at your own risk. But look, Bitcoin was down to what, 30,000 at one point. Gets
Yeah, it got ugly.
I bought more. I think I bought more at like 32, 31,000. I bought more. And now what's it at? It's damn near back up to 40, 41,000.
Yeah. Last I checked, it was around there.
You know?
Yeah,
So
all of them, all the cryptos went back up.
all of it, Doge was down. People were talking. Ethereum was down, ADA. So a lot of people saying, oh, to all y'all crypto people, now look at you.
Right.
Again, to the ones who were smart. And, if you check out our Discord, you see our whole Discord group
Everybody
was
was buying.
excited. Everybody was buying, taking a part of that sale.
Yeah,
So, this wrap up is a lesson learned for everybody. If you're new to the game, don't panic when you see these dips. And guess what have I been talking about since the beginning? First episode, buy on the dip,
so on tip.
sell on the tip. So when you see these things tank or pull back or these market corrections, understand it's just a market correction. It doesn't change for crypto stocks. It's all the same, when it comes to the up and down.
Yeah, yeah, and that's what we was doing. So, I mean, everybody else just missing out.
Hmm.
That's all it is.
Missing out, but it's understood if you're missing out because you don't really know. You're not familiar with something like this. So when you see Bitcoin drop down to 30, 31,000, it's like, oh shit, like I'm about to lose it all. But then when you see it bounce back, it's like, oh damn, I should have got in. But these are those opportunities, or these are those learning lessons. Because
Yeah, hindsight's 2020, and it's a bitch too.
it's always 2020, and it can be a bitch. But the thing is, learning from that bitch. You feel me?
Yeah,
They give you good lessons. So this was a this was a lesson. This was a lesson this week, Gets. It was a
yeah,
lesson in the market and market corrections, pullbacks, and trend reversals.
yeah. And knowing your levels, knowing your supports, your resistance, all that.
Facts, facts. So I'm excited mainly because we were able to see in the market what we've been preaching.
Right.
We've been talking about, it's a wave, it's a roller coaster. Buy on the dip. The dip came. I bought. Did you buy any more?
I was buying a few things. I was still buying today.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. There's been deals all week, so I'm out here.
Yeah. You out here. And now that it comes back up, people are gonna miss the boat. But understand, the market's not going anywhere. There's gonna
Right.
be another correction. In
Hmm.
another week or two, maybe tomorrow, there will be more corrections at play. But after you see a correction like this happen this week, you understand how to play it better.
Right.
It's all about learning and growing and learning how to strategize because the majority of the population does not know how to trade stocks, and they definitely don't know how to trade cryptos, Gets.
Yeah.
So when you see these, that's why we here. That's why Ibn Gets is here to just break it down, chop it up with you, because we always chop it up with each other. Now we can chop it up with the people and
Yeah.
find out what's going on.
Yeah. I think a lot of people just looking at it wrong too. Because I mean, if you don't know, you don't know. But I mean, even me and probably you early on, we looked at crypto different. But
Yep.
now, look at it, it's the same thing. So we make the same moves.
Exactly. Making the same moves.
Yeah,
Just a different environment, just a different
right,
exchange, just different platforms.
right.
You
Change the name, it's the same game.
Yeah, facts. So speaking of crypto, I'm seeing that the government is trying to crack down one on, I think Biden passed something where he's trying to add more employees to the IRS to go after crypto gains.
Yeah.
What's up with Joe Biden? Why can't we just live? Why can't we enjoy this little gold rush of ours and do our thing?
You look at every tax law, everything that he's been trying to pass. I mean, are you surprised? You go with it. He's just trying to go where the money is and take it.
That's facts.
They was just talking about that. They were talking about the 80% tax on cryptos.
Man,
But
that's
how?
gotta be a hoax. That can't be real. 80% tax, then there's no point in me buying this shit
Right.
if you're gonna take 80% of my gains.
Yeah. The government doesn't. The government doesn't look at that. They see everybody making their bread, so they just want. They want to take their cut. Now they see that gains are so big. They want to take the majority cut.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't. I don't work for them.
Facts.
You know. They're like Warren Buffett said. They're an investor in my company.
Ooh, I like that. Warren's always dropping jewels.
Yeah.
He don't pop out much, but when he pop out, you gotta listen.
Yeah.
He gonna give you something.
Yeah, they're a shareholder. So as a shareholder, I'm not giving them 80%.
Right.
I'll move somewhere else. I'll go to another country.
And make it work from there. And speaking of that, not only are they trying to kill us with the taxes, now they on some we want to create our own electronic dollar. And I think we was chopping up about that earlier. You're saying they've been working on that, but what do you think the likelihood is that that'll actually pass, and how is that going to affect the rest of the cryptos that we out here investing in?
That's what I don't. Well, if they do like China, then they're gonna start banning the exchanges and everything. I don't know if that'll happen. I don't know if the people will let that happen. But in China, it don't work that way. China says you don't do something, you don't do it. So, I mean, China already. You see the ban. And China got their own crypto. You know, so
That that China ban was, I think, a big catalyst in terms of the pullback on crypto. Because soon as they announced that, between them announcing the ban and then Elon talking about they're not going to accept Bitcoin as payment, all of those things together just drag the market down.
right, and most of the mining is happening in China.
Okay.
So you're gonna have a catalyst, good or bad.
Mm-hmm.
If they're banning, they're not banning the cryptos, but they're banning it being used or being moved.
Mm.
So that's what I'm trying to figure out. How do you move it? If you're mining, how do you move it?
Exactly. And that's what we're going to figure out as time proceeds. Because again, this is all a new wave for everybody. We
Right,
don't really know too much about crypto. We just know we want to invest and be in that bubble if it decides to pop, you know?
right, right.
So it's so many different nuances going on nowadays when it comes to the bins, the cryptos, the mining. It's kind of a wait and see game. But while I'm waiting and seeing, I'm buying on the dips.
Yeah,
And I'm gonna keep buying on the dips. So,
there'll be plenty more.
oh yeah, there's gonna be plenty more. There'll be plenty more dips, and crypto has been a big topic this week, but there's been a lot of earnings plays going on. And one thing that I'm seeing with the earnings, and it's kind of unique this year around this earnings season, a lot of these companies are hitting and then they're tanking, hitting and taking, hitting and taking, hitting and tanking, which makes it a little finicky in terms of how do we play these earnings plays.
Don't play through earnings.
That's your decision. That's your
That's how I get down. I don't play through earnings.
right.
But I mean, you see, we in a volatile market, so you look at these earnings, and like you said, everybody, you have the earnings, and then everybody's tanking.
Mm.
So unless you're buying the actual stock, then you can move around during pre-market and during the extended hours.
Mm-hmm.
But if you get into options, anything like that, you're stuck.
Mm.
You know, I mean, you look at any of these companies, look at the earnings because inflation's here.
Mm.
these companies, the earnings are still growing,
Right.
even with the inflation, but they either maybe they don't give guidance or the guidance is lower than expected, so the earnings are dropping.
Okay.
So then we end up in this position where the stock's dropping, even though they blew it out the water. We went through it with Cat, we went through it with Disney, through it with Home Depot this week.
Mm.
Um,
And that's
um,
one of your big time. That's one of your dividend plays that you always dip and dabble in.
that's what I be preaching on that one,
Yeah.
you know. But we went through it with them, but that's a buying opportunity,
Mm-hmm.
you know. It just is what it is. The market is not. The market is the market's not sane. Put
It's
it like that.
irrational.
Yeah, it's irrational.
That's where that
So
volatility comes in.
right. So it is what it is. They drop. That's fine. That's just an opportunity to get in some more. You collect more of those dividends, or you get in on option plays, and you go make it that way because it's gonna come back.
Yep.
You know,
Market's not. It's not going anywhere.
it's not going nowhere.
You know.
Look at the Disney earnings. Disney dropped, but the theme parks are opening. They're talking about going close to full capacity soon. Movie productions going. Disney Plus is going. Movie theaters are open. So why is Disney down?
They're down at the moment, but I gotta think Disney, and we've talked about this in the Discord. That's going to be a major summertime play
Right.
once everything's opening back up. And you might have to start calling me social media ib because as we speak, our latest reel that I put out of us discussing these summertime plays is going viral. I
Yeah,
think over
over
5,500.
5K.
Yeah, over
Yeah.
5K over the last hour. So
Right.
but it's popping like that because it's real. What when the summertime hits, what are those stocks that you want to look into?
Right.
How can you kind of play off of that? It's summer, it's hot. Not only that, but COVID restrictions are lifting. Disney is definitely one of those plays that I'm gonna look into. I might even try to get a call option to go out a couple months, maybe go out to the end of the summer.
Yeah, I already got the leap.
Oh,
I already got the leap on them.
you got the lead. Okay.
So I'm sitting on that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna add to it. It's down. That's fine. I'll just add to it. You know, the sales keep coming up. I passed up a couple of them,
Mm.
but when I see the right levels, because I'm watching my charts, I see the right levels. I'm just gonna add to the position. That's it.
Yep. So another thing I wanted to talk about is back into the cryptos. This cat that owns Barstool, what is it?
Oh man,
Barstool
Barstool
Media?
Sports. Yeah,
Barstool Sports. Dave Portnoy. Did you see his Twitter post?
with the when he chose the crypto.
A shit
Yeah,
coin, as he called it. It
yeah,
threw me off. It's like, okay, so you're calling it a shit coin, but then you say you just dropped 40 stacks into it.
right. Which is nothing to him. He sold the company. He made like $100 million.
So 40 stacks is nothing to him. But that shit coin was SafeMoon.
Yeah,
And that's one of those plays we've kind of touched on in a few past pod episodes.
right,
But Safe, a lot of SafeMoon was trending that day because everybody wanted to dump some bread into it at that point
right.
because somebody, and this is something that you hate because an influencer was kind of manipulating the markets.
Yeah, he didn't do a good job of it because
He
it's
didn't
down.
because it didn't do shit.
Yeah, yeah. So he really need to shut the fuck up. So he ain't got that kind of clout.
Word. But it went viral though. A lot of people was tracking what was going on, but yeah, there was no movement. And if anything, it had the opposite effect. Safe dropped as soon as he put that damn tweet out.
Yeah, yeah, that was ugly. He's not. He called himself the new Warren Buffett. All that. He said Warren Buffett was washed up. All that. But he ain't all that. He ain't doing nothing out here.
That sounds like a troll to me. For anybody to say that Warren Buffett is washed up and that you're the new Warren Buffett, you sound like a troll.
Yeah, yeah,
So
that's what it is.
yeah. But it's a lot of social media trolls out here. And now they're using crypto as their means to troll everybody. And Elon is one of the biggest trolls. He's been trolling out here for the last few weeks, few months.
He's a king.
Doge King, we might want to start calling him the Troll King as well, you know?
Okay.
I might tag Elon in this.
Yeah, definitely do it.
Make that shit go viral. But so I just came across a very interesting story, Gets. McDonald's is being sued. I think it happened tonight. But what was it, 10 billion by
$1 billion.
two black media companies saying that McDonald's they don't advertise with black media companies. So now they want $10 billion.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. How do you sue somebody because they don't want to use you? They don't want to use your company. I kind of, I don't know how I feel about that one. You
Sounds
know,
like a reach.
yeah, I don't see how that one works. You know, if they don't want to use your company, they don't want to use your company. I mean, they could be absolutely right, but we're talking about commerce,
Facts.
so it is what it is. You know, I think one of the biggest problems we have is it's always this black company, that black company.
Mm-hmm.
McDonald's doesn't say that. They don't say they're not serving burgers just to white people.
Word. They definitely not. And I've seen many of McDonald's commercials where they got the little tunes and the little bops and the hip hop verses, which I don't like because I feel like they're trolling the black community. And I haven't eaten McDonald's in a while because I don't like that shit. Don't be
Yeah,
making these little hip hop jingles to put in the hood. Hate that shit.
yeah, but they're doing it for a reason, and it's working. They're huge, you know, so it's doing something.
They've
So
been huge for a while too. Do they pay out dividends?
they do. I got them.
I might add them to my M1 portfolio, which I'm about to create tomorrow.
You still ain't done it.
I have not done it, but I'm
Yeah,
about to get on it tomorrow though.
yeah. Call you late, Ed. You
Oh,
know.
it's all good. Better late than never, cuz you feel me?
Yeah,
As long as I get in,
right.
it's all
Yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah. But I think that's a reach. You know, all these black-owned companies need to reach out to everybody, not just the black community. And them saying McDonald's don't want to work with them.
Right.
I don't see how you win that one.
And here's a quote from it. The complaint said blacks comprise about 40% of McDonald's customers, but the company devoted less than 5 million of its 1.6 billion US ad budget in 2019 to black-owned media. McDonald's, like much of corporate America these days, publicly touts its commitment to diversity and inclusion, but this is nothing more than empty rhetoric, the complaint said. But even if that's the case, that's their prerogative. Like you can't tell them you have to spend X amount of millions with black media.
Well, it's not even it's with black. So because they don't spend it with your black-owned company, they're not doing what they said. I
They're
don't
not being
understand.
they're not being inclusive because
Yeah,
blacks make up what was it 40% of their customers. So they need to be working with black owned media businesses
but there's black people in the commercials.
all the damn time, jingling and tap dancing every day.
Yeah, right. And then there's black people walking in and buying burgers. So I think it's working.
Oh, it's been working. It's been working. I used to love that Big Mac with that fish fillet. I used to love when they did the 2 for 2. Shit, I can give me what was the mix and match? Give me a Big Mac and a fish fillet. Eating good, nice and unhealthy.
Yeah.
Really?
So what are they doing wrong? It's capitalism.
Yep, at its finest.
There you go.
But so I think they were probably just in a spot where, damn, what can we do to bring in some money and get some publicity? Because this is definitely going to bring publicity to that company.
Yeah.
Now, like Ibn gets, we just put it out there to our followers. So now people might look into this company, see what they about. So
Right.
maybe that's them. Maybe they ran out of ideas as far as marketing strategies. Like, fuck it, let's just go after McDonald's and just get in some newspapers.
Yeah. Good marketing.
Hey, I'm not mad at it.
Yeah. Yeah. What else is going on though? What else we got going on this week?
I think that's about it as far as big stuff. Crypto tanking was the biggest thing. And I love the fact that it came back during this wrap up because we were able to give some nuggets in terms of yeah, it dropped, but it came back. So these are those moments that you got to sit tight, Buy if you want, but don't panic. I
Right.
think that's the main component of today's wrap up. Don't panic, people.
Right.
Don't panic.
Yeah.
Never panic. Stay easy. Be cool.
That's what leads to the sell-offs. You got the panic selling.
Hmm.
So I mean, we got that out the way, and then it came right back.
Yep. Came right back.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the stock market, whole stock market too. I mean, look at tech was up today.
Hmm.
Things were looking good today.
Tech is up today. I'm still thinking we're in a bearish market though. I think it's rallying. I'm not seeing this something that's going to sustain for the next week
No,
or two.
yeah, I don't see it sustaining because you got the high inflation. So
Mhm.
if you have the high inflation and then you have the Fed saying if they need to, they'll taper and they'll raise rates.
Mhm.
And tech is where the high growth is. So that's what's going to suffer.
Mhm.
But that's what we got options for.
Exactly. So why once those tech things slide, I'm trying to be in it. I'm thinking about playing the Nasdaq on a trying to grab a put maybe by the end of the day tomorrow.
Right. Yeah. So
They do.
yeah, you get in on the slide, when you get in, you get showered with money the whole way down.
Yeah, exactly. I might throw into this a little thing of money showering down right when you said that. Why don't you go on and edit that shit in? I know you're the editing guru, cuz make that shit happen, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna give that to one of the kids. They deal with the heavy lifting.
Have somebody do it.
Yeah,
Trey, Kai, somebody. Look out for me.
yeah, yeah. I call it production team, man.
Production team, yeah, we need y'all. That was
Yeah,
a nice moment. But look, at the end of the day, people, Ibn Getz, we are not financial advisors. We're two cats that love to invest. We love to talk about it. Always do your due diligence out here. Trade at your own risk and do what's best for your portfolio. You feel me? I want to make sure everybody is following us on the social medias. As I said, I'm currently blowing up our IG and we are going viral as we speak. As we speak, IB underscore guest underscore podcast. Check out the latest reel. We're talking summertime plays. What are you going to do when it's hot out here? What are those stocks that are going to blow up? Infrastructure stocks, travel plays, airports, airlines. What's popping? Check us out on the reel. Facebook, Stocks is Talking Podcast with Ibn Getz. We out here. We are also on Twitter IB underscore gets underscore pod. I got it this time, Gets. I saw you waiting for it. I'm out here. Yeah, I know all the socials. I know
yeah,
all the socials. And you can find us on Discord. How can they do that, Gets?
yeah. They hit us on the social. We're gonna send an invite.
Hit us
It's
on the
popping.
socials. The Discord is popping. The Discord is popping. Like I said, when we had that little dip in cryptos, the whole Discord, who's buying what? I'm getting XRP. I'm getting ADA. Hey, I'm doing it like those are the kind of people you want to be around, When you're doing investments, you want to surround yourself with folks that are like-minded and that understand the game somewhat. So y'all can bounce ideas off each other.
Right, and I was getting on everybody because they was crashing the exchanges, so I couldn't buy.
Word. Everybody was buying it and Guts couldn't even get in.
I couldn't get in.
You missed out on the sale, Guts. You
It's all
missed
good.
out.
I ain't missed nothing because I still, I was watching the charts. I picked my positions.
There you
You
go.
know,
So you still stacking, even though you didn't get in on that last little dip, you still making profit.
yeah,
And that's what matters. But look, definitely enjoyed this wrap up. Definitely follow us on the Discord or send us the invite. Follow us on the socials. Come join us next week for another wrap up. Stay tuned for next week's episode of the Stocks is Talking podcast with Ibn Getz. It's episode 9, Getz. We almost at 10.
crazy.
Almost at 10. So I know we got a whole nother audience tapping in for the wrap-ups. Tap into the podcast as well. We're on Anchor, we're on Spotify, we're on Google Play, we're on all them joints. Wherever you find your podcast, look for us. Stocks is Talking with Ibn Getz. We out here. That's it. That's all, folks.
Yep.